there is one thing I can say is UAE is one of the most advanced country in terms of 5G and now 5.5G deployment in the world. And we are in a region that is leading. I'm talking about Kuwait, Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and UAE has one of the fastest deployment. Unfortunately, I don't have the numbers, but the subscription is growing. And I just want to clarify, when we talk about subscription, it's not only about consumers. It could be about corporate. We are integrating, as I mentioned this morning, object into our networks. So we have a very fast growing pace and a massive adoption of 5G and 5.5G. It's not easy to estimate because the estimation has to take into account the investment, not only in terms of CapEx, the investment in terms of OpEx, and all the ecosystem which is evolving around 5G development. I'm talking about the data centers, I'm talking about the cloud-based infrastructure. Such an ecosystem is a part of the 5G, which is just a core network. Therefore, estimation may vary from one institution to the other, depending on what do you put into the estimation. But we talk about billions of dollars, of course. Our plan as Samina to keep fostering the dialogue between private sector and government. We have huge challenges. There is a need to provide much more connectivity, not only to the enterprise, but also to the population, and to start setting and working on the framing the collaboration between the different stakeholders. And when I'm mentioning the stakeholders, it's not only government, it's not only private sector telecom operators, but the technology providers, and we are bringing in the space segment, the satellite operators. All those stakeholders, they need to work together to provide secured, resilient, and robust digital infrastructure. The idea of having informal G20 roundtable in Dubai is for a very important reason. The reason is, at the end of this year, 2025, we are having a G20 meeting, which are the G20 most powerful countries in the world. It's important that at that discussion, issues, subject important to the non-G20 countries to be considered in the G20 meeting. Majority of the countries in the world are not G20 members, and we have billions of people today that need to be heard. Therefore, South Africa is having a dialogue with the non-member of the G20 to ensure that, for the sake of inclusivity, nobody is left behind, and the non-G20 members are heard by the G20 members, so we can move together and probably discuss about our issues at the next G20 in 2026.